Alright guys, this is theory time. We're going to be getting into the nitty gritty. We have to really look at it from a different perspective because honestly, this whole Eddie is in the game thing, it's really thrown me for a loop. I don't know if it's just like you guys, but there's so many theories and so many possibilities about who Venom can be right now. So honestly, I want to know your guys' thoughts and comments below. Go ahead and comment who you think Venom is. I need to know like what you guys think. And while you're down there, go ahead and like the video as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. My biggest thing about this mainly is the fact that when you look at the first trailer, when you look at that Venom and you look at the Venom that they gave us in the quote-unquote concept art, I would think that that's like the final version of Venom. It's the one that we got in the concept art. You know, there are two very different looking Venoms. One has more white teeth and doesn't have a logo. That's the first one. And then the other one has a little bit more yellow teeth and basically has that big ass logo on his chest around the shoulders. And that's led me to like sort of believe that these are two completely different Venoms. Like it's very possible that Harry is in some way going to have the symbiote and going to like essentially, you know, go out on a rampage. But like a lot of people are missing a key factor that if Harry got put out into the world by Norman, if he's out and about and whatnot, well, in the gameplay that we saw, Peter has that symbiote. So wouldn't that technically mean that Peter is now the host? So wouldn't that first symbiote that Harry had, that's technically supposed to be saving him or whatever, technically Connor's the one saving him. The symbiote's not really doing anything if Peter has it. Harry, at this point in the stage of what we've seen, doesn't even have the symbiote. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about with Harry as being Venom? Maybe he has to get it later on and then he becomes Venom. But in my opinion, I think that the first Venom that we get, the one in the trailer that we see, is a throw off. It's the first one, the first version, basically version 1 of Venom, and we see him kind of go out and do crazy things. That's basically Harry Osborn, right? And then the second Venom, the one with the logo, is the one that basically somehow stole the Venom symbiote or basically got it when Peter got it off of him. So whoever that second one is the big mystery. And I think that there's two here. Harry is definitely going to be a Venom incarnation. I think that he'll break out into Venom in some way or be possessed by Venom. You know, we don't really necessarily know how it's going to work in this game, like how the symbiote itself is actually going to function, so or even think. So it's going to be very interesting. We need to see if it's like more menacing, which it seems like he is. Like the way they're really presenting him, he doesn't seem like some lethal protector type of, you know, creation. He seems straight up villainous, and I love it. I love the direction that they're going for Venom, and I hope that they keep it up in most regards to, of course, the character from the source material. And when you really look at it, technically, Venom can be anybody. Like the host can be anybody, and the symbiote can still have those personality traits that it had from, of course, Eddie, because a lot of it comes from, of course, Peter, and he kind of adopts a lot of that personality from Peter and projects it into the world. So the symbiote itself can still be, you know, latching on to anybody and can still have that personality that we know and love. And I think that that's what they're trying to go for. You know, if I'm going to put a final theory into who Venom actually is, I think it's Flash Thompson. I think that we're actually going to be doing some Flash Thompson shit here because they mentioned him in the first game. You know, if they're not going to do Eddie, that's fine. But if they're going to bring back some former friend, I think Flash might be a good option here. Maybe he has to, you know, go into Feast, and maybe he's going to lead Feast or something, or he's like one of the CEOs of Feast, or I don't know, something like that. Who knows? But I think that would be an interesting storyline to play with, is having Flash Thompson back. And a lot of people were like, oh, but they're friends. They're good buddies. Again, so are Harry and fucking Peter. And again, same thing with Eddie and Peter. So, you know, Harry, Eddie, and Flash, they're all friends to Peter. One of them has to fucking be evil eventually if we're going to be doing this type of shit, right? So I think that Harry's going to get it first. If they're lying about Eddie being in the game, I think Eddie will get that symbiote too. It's a potential possibility that they're going to fucking lie about it, right? Just to kind of keep him under wraps. It's possible. But if they're not lying, then it could be Flash, in my opinion, or it could be possibly Kraven too. I don't like the Kraven theory, and I don't like the Norman theory too. So, you know, there's a ton of theories that go out there, and I get that Harry might be the one at the end. Maybe he needs it to survive. Maybe they're borrowing the Eddie Brock cancer type of storyline for Harry and putting it in here. So if he like loses a symbiote, he'll just instantly start decaying. And if he has a symbiote, then he's A-okay. And that could be why of course, they kind of like use it as an addiction too. And that's also something that I didn't really think about. You know, Harry does go through addiction in the comics. Like, there's a full-on storyline about him just being a straight fucking drug addict. And it's pretty dark. And honestly, I didn't really think about them using that type of terminology when they were describing the symbiote's personality, about him actually being some type of catalyst to have the characters that inhabit him be addicted to him. And that's something that I didn't really think about. That's something that Harry can easily go through. And if Harry is Venom, if they kind of do it like that, where he's not only addicted to it, but he technically does need the symbiote to survive, you know, that is a good storyline. And I can see them doing that. I think that I'm slowly accepting Harry being Venom, even though I don't want to. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. You guys have been incredible with the support recently. It's just been absolutely amazing. The last 2 days, I've been getting like, I think 300 subscribers. So you guys are just phenomenal with the support, and I appreciate every single new subscriber and new viewer that I get. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.